So this is an example multi-agent swarm in LangGraph. Currently I'm in LangGraph Studio, and you're looking at two sub-agents, one that's a flight assistant, one that's a hotel assistant, as a toy example. I can pass in an input. I'm looking for a flight. Flight assistant processes it, and we can see the flight assistant has some tools, one being search flights, performs a search, receives a tool call back out, and provides us with some information. Do we want to book this? We can respond. And now's the most important part that I want to talk about a little bit in depth. Let's indicate that we want to book a hotel. So we see this transfer handoff from the flight assistant to the hotel assistant, and the hotel assistant responds with some information. So I want to talk about that concept of handoffs and how they actually work with multi-agent systems and walk through it kind of carefully because it's something that's confusing, but very important for understanding how all these multi-agent systems work. So some of this is motivated by OpenAI Agents SDK, which just released, and this is kind of extension of their previously open source Swarm multi-agent implementation. And you'll see, of course, it has the idea of agents, but importantly it has this idea of handoffs, which allow agents to delegate to one another specific tasks. And that's what I want to cover here in some detail. Now, in our example, we saw a handoff from the flight agent to the hotel agent. And we saw in that handoff that some information was transferred seamlessly from flight to hotel agent. We can look at the trace and see. So if we open up the overall thread, we look at that most recent interaction where we transferred from the flight assistant. And we can see right here, our flight assistant transferred to the hotel assistant in some way. And that hotel assistant, if we open up the trace, we can see it had some context from the prior interactions. You can see this in the whole message history presented here. So the hotel assistant knew the context of the prior conversation and used that to make a tool call to search for hotel. So let's actually break down what happened and how that all worked. So first, we're using the LangGraph Swarm implementation. So this is based on OpenAI's open source Swarm implementation, but it's built on top of LangGraph. Maybe a first thing to clarify is why use multi-agent systems at all? Why are people talking about this? And a primary argument is separation of concerns. So if you have a set of more narrowly scoped agents with a narrowly scoped set of tools, and you're just routing between them, the likelihood of that overall system performing better may be increased depending on your application, depending on how you design it. But the principle is fairly clear. You can have a number of sub-agents that do more specific things, that handle a narrower set of tools, and that may perform better than a single agent with access to a broader set of tools. Now, there's a few basic questions you might ask when you're building a multi-agent system. And this is true regardless of how you're doing the implementation. If you're using OpenAI Swarm or using OpenAI's new SDK, if you're using LangGraph Swarm, like what are the core questions here? Question one is, you have these agents. So in this case, we had like a hotel agent, a flight agent. How are they actually aware of each other? So one common principle here that we use, and it's also used in OpenAI, is this idea of tool-based handoffs. So what happens is, you create a tool that allows for each agent to hand off to the other one. So here's a specific example. Our library has this create handoff tool, which allows you to create a handoff to a particular agent name and a description as to when to use the tool. And when you create one of your agents, you can just bind that tool. So in this case, we're creating the flight agent, and we bind this tool that allows the flight agent to hand off to the hotel agent. That's all. We can even look in the code. We're in the repo here, look in examples, customer support, and you can see these handoff tools are created right here. And when we define each agent, we just very simply bind the handoff tools. So the central idea is that this flight assistant agent has awareness of the hotel assistant through this tool definition. It's a pretty simple concept, and that's actually what we've seen used, as mentioned, in OpenAI's implementation as well. So that's idea one. How are agents aware of each other? Very simply through tools. You can give each agent a tool that indicates this other agent exists, and you can hand off to it. So the second question is, you can clearly define each individual agent you want to work with. You can give each agent tools that identify other agents they can connect, they can hand off to. How are they actually connected? So in our particular case, we use a parent subgraph architecture. So you basically have a parent graph and children, which are subgraphs. Each subagent is just a child of the parent. Now, this has some benefits. The parent maintains a global conversation state and maintains the currently active agent. Now, each individual agent is a subgraph in LangGraph. That means each subgraph actually has its own internal state. And what's nice about this is each subagent can have different things saved to its internal state that are not propagated back to the overall shared state. And that means that private information is not shared with other agents. And that might be relevant because certain agents may do work or have internal reasoning that's not important to share externally. So with subgraphs, you can actually compartmentalize state to each sub-agent, which is nice. And again, you can just filter what you want shared with the parent and in turn other agents. And I'll show you how that's done very shortly. You can also add new agents very easily without modifying existing ones. And you can see we just have this create swarm, and you can just add your agents as a list. And in the code, you can see that right here, we've defined our agents as moded. We identified the tools that handle the handoff between agents, and they're all added to the swarm right here. Okay, so we can make each agent aware of one another through, notably this handoff tool. So we can define all our agents individually, give each agent a handoff tool that allows it to hand off to any other agent. We connect them all together in this swarm, and there is a parent that maintains a global shared conversation that all the agents can update and access. Now the third question is, when you perform that tool-based handoff, what's actually happening under the hood? Like, okay, I have the flight agent can call this handoff tool, but what actually happens? Well, in LangGraph, the way that works is the handoff tool returns a command object. So I share some documentation here, but the key point is command is a very simple object in Graph that allows you to direct both control flow and state updates at once. So as mentioned, each agent is just a subgraph of the parent, and with command, we can navigate within a subgraph, like within one of our subagents, to a different subgraph, like to another agent. And all we need to do is just pass this flag graph command parent. So you can see here, when you create the handoff tool, which we bound to each agent, the handoff tool has this function, which just returns a command object. That command object tells the graph where to go next. It indicates that agent name is a subgraph, and it also allows for updating the state. Now, these two keys in the state, messages and active agent, are both present in the overall parent state. So what happens is each subagent can update that global shared state that the parent maintains. That's the key point. And you can see all this in LangGraph Swarm, handoff.py. Here's that command object that's returned. From here, within create handoff tool. So again, if we go back all the way to our code example here, when you create a handoff tool, you specify the agent name that you're handing off to and a description as to when to call the tool. You take that handoff tool, you bind it to an agent can call that tool, and when that tool is called, as noted here, it will return this command object that very simply directs the graph to go to agent name, which is a different subgraph, and update the global state maintained by our parent, the messages from our subagent that ran, and update the active agent to this new agent name that we're going to next. So that's really the guts of the mechanism for actually performing the handoff. In short, we use this command object in LangGraph to do the work for us. And each agent can very simply call the handoff tool, which returns this thing, and that is what both updates the overall parent state and directs the control flow to the other subagent. Now, this is the final question you might ask. So how do they concretely share information? So very simply, the subagents and the parent all share this state key messages, and messages is just updated, as we can see right here, when each subagent initiates a handoff. And so if we really think about what's happening here, this was the conversation we had previously. We said, book me a flight. Our flight agent was active. The flight agent then gave the user the result. User said, book it, called another tool, booked the flight for us, returned that message. Then we asked for hotel. It called the handoff tool and handed off to the hotel agent. Now, what was interesting is, remember, that handoff tool basically creates a command object. That command object, again, points or goes to the hotel agent, which is just another subgraph, and that's totally fine. But also, it updated the shared messages state with the entire conversation we had with the flight agent. So that's why the hotel agent we saw in the trace previously had the full context from this interaction. Because in the state update made by the flight agent, this entire conversation gets appended to this shared messages key, which the hotel agent has access to when we initiate the handoff. And then the hotel agent interacted with the user accordingly. So really it was through this shared state key, which all subagents have access to, and which all subagents update, as we saw right here in the handoff tool calls, we can easily share information across the different agents. If you pull all the way back out and just think about this, when you build these multi-agent systems, the reason is often to separate concerns, build a few specialized agents with narrow sets of tools and directed prompts. You can use tools to make each agent aware of one another. And in particular, we define this handoff tool that allows each agent to hand off specifically to any other agent. Now, all those agents are connected together as subgraphs. And so what happens is when any agent calls the handoff tool, it creates this command object in LangGraph, and this directs the control flow to a different agent. And it also indicates that this agent is a different subgraph. And it also performs a state update with the message history saved to this messages key for the subagent. And these messages, which indicate the exchange between this subagent and the user, all get appended to the global state or global messages, which the parent maintains. And this shared messages key is what allows the next agent, in this case, the hotel agent, to access the entire prior messages history between the user and the flight agent. That's really all that's going on here. So hopefully this just breaks out a little bit more detail about handoffs in multi-agent systems and how we did it specifically in LangGraph Swarm. So you have a bit more understanding of how this works if you're interested in building any kind of multi-agent systems. Thanks.